Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put these together. I have two bases, okay, and you can see what that one looks like. And then I have four sides. I do have these arrows drawn on there to remind me that these need to face up, okay, when I'm putting them together. You also don't want to forget that you need to flip this over because you want the side that has the design on the outside, okay, so that you will see that. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to score and slip what's actually going to touch. And so this is going to sit right on top of this 4x4 piece. And you can see, if you look at it this direction, there is a 1/4 of an inch gap right here. Okay, so some of these are going to need scored and slipped on the side, and then some of them are going to need to be scored and slipped on the back, okay, for them to actually touch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mixed the clay a little drier, so I feel like if you have them sitting in paper towels as you're kind of doing them, they're going to help dry out a little bit, but they should be fine. Mine will stand up and not like fall over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and score and slip these. These go pretty quick. So get the texture on there. And I'm going to go ahead and think about this where it should go. I need texture on this side. And move this down. And then I'm going to need texture on this side. And then the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and at least get this side where I'm going to score and slip it. Okay, so make sure you dot this on, you get some slip and you press that on. You are going to have some places that don't have a design, like the sides, and that's okay. You're just going to do your best. I wouldn't blend, or I would try and blend minimally so you don't get rid of your design. So that's going to go straight up and down right here and pressed on, and then you can see like what the outside looks like right now. This piece will go on here, so let's make sure there's slip where those attach. Okay, so same thing where this is going to go on. You do want to make sure that you're pressed like far enough over. Most of the time, people aren't all the way to the edge of this slab, and that's why they don't have room over here. So make sure those get pressed, and this part pressed down. Okay, and then I've got the inside of this that I'm going to need to put reinforcing coils in. So I'm going to need them in all of these places. So I'm going to go ahead and score and slip. At least with this, I could stack them, score and slip them all quickly like that. And get all those ready. And then same thing, squeeze this tool into kind of that corner the best you can and get some texture so there's something for it to adhere to. If you can't get all the way to that corner, you can use like this tool and kind of get a little bit of some texture there so it'll grab on. Okay, so then I'm able to put some slip in all of these places and then go ahead and put my coils in there, and these are bigger than what I need, but that's okay. I like to hold the outside of this and press the coil in because then as long as I'm supporting the outside, it's going to stay, but then this way it makes this coil round, okay, or it like pushes it into the groove, so it's going to make this easier. Let's see if I can show this. Drag this part up and to drag this part down. Okay, so you're going to have like a slope in there instead of an angle. Okay, so that's what we would do for all of these. I'm just going to hold and like make sure that it doesn't pop and just push all of those in. Okay, and I don't want the coil to overhang, or I don't have anywhere to like put my next slab, but I would go ahead and blend those. And then same thing with these arrows need to go up. So this one would go, we'll kind of speed through this, score and slip that. You would put a reinforcing coil. This one isn't going to want to sit in because I do have a slope right here. Okay, so I am going to have to like notch this out or remember not to put it. So I have a place for this slab to go. Okay, when this is on here, that it'll go tight into that corner. Okay, so this will get scored and slipped. Okay, and I showed you this corner, so just where they touch is where they should be scored and slipped. Okay, and then the last thing that you're going to need is this is going to get scored and slipped on from the top. What we've done in the past that I think is helpful is that you go ahead and score and slip a coil right here. So then once we open this up, okay, you would just score and slip it in. So then this piece would go on top. Once you open it up, we cut the lid off, the coil's already there. Okay, for me, that's what I would do because I feel like it saves me time. It's less awkward to get in there than it is, especially with this next one, because we're going to be cutting it at an angle. Okay, so I would suggest putting those in and scoring and slipping like that. Okay, and then this just gets scored and slipped on, and you're going to have a cube, and so then you're going to be able to look and flip this around and kind of look at the outside and blend and make this look, whoops, the best that you can without getting rid of your design. Okay, you're going to have a little area that doesn't have a texture there. You could incorporate some type of design for your handle that would partially cover that up. There's lots of things that you can do to hide that. Okay.